A very good evening to you and welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. Team news is in. This is the Carabao Cup third round. Lincoln versus West Ham United. The lineups, my thoughts, all of that is coming up next right here on West Ham Unofficial. Yes, I hope you are all well and welcome back to the show. I'm flying solo tonight and apologies for the lateness for the build-up show, but I was otherwise engaged a little bit earlier, but you've got me now, lucky you. So we're going to run through the lineups because they are already out, both lineups for my vast knowledge of Lincoln and their lineup, and of course my vast knowledge of West Ham United and the lineup there. To commemorate and celebrate the Carabao Cup third round, I've got myself a hot chocolate. I'm sure a few of you have got a more stronger drink accompanying your Wednesday evening. Just to put it out there is no stream for tonight. There's no game coverage whatsoever apart from on BBC Radio 5 Live, where they're going to do a commentary of the game. That's the only source of knowledge apart from updates on Twitter that you are going to get. There is absolutely no stream of the game worldwide anywhere coming from Lincoln. So enough of me waffling. Let's have a look at the lineup. Let's have a look at that West Ham United lineup, and that is coming up on your screen when I press the button right now. It reads Fabianski in goal, Kera, Mavropanos, Ogbonna as captain, and Ben Johnson. That makes up the back line. Souček, Kudus, and Pablo Fornals in midfield. Ben Rama on one side, Cornet on the other, and big old Danny Ings is leading the line for the Hammers tonight. Listen, it's been reported all day that there was going to be huge changes. There was going to be a lot of players rested and even left at home, which is right if you look at the subs bench, because it's filled with youth players and, you know, recognisable names like James Ward-Prowse, Jared Bowen. Those Zuma isn't at all in the travelling match day squad. So Moyes obviously resting them for what is, probably now after losing 2 Premier League games on the spin. It is a big Premier League game and a game we are expected to win at home to Sheffield United on Saturday. So I think this is wise by Moyes. He's only risked Souček and Ben Rama from the starting lineup, and even that could be sort of disputed that those players won't or don't get in West Ham's best starting lineup. So Moyes he has been very, very rogue tonight. He is not. He's not even got the safety net of the experienced sort of Bowen, etc. on the bench. He's completely left them at home. The only thing I'd change about that, I'd take Ings out and put Mubama in straight away, but that's just me. Listen, what's Danny Ings going to get out of playing this game? Nothing. What could Mubama get out of playing this game? He could get bundles of experience and knowledge, and sort of he could massively improve his game, whereas Danny Ings is at the complete opposite end of his career. And I don't see the benefit of starting Danny Ings over Divine Mubama, in my opinion. If you look at that bench, it's just the one keeper. Areola has been fully rested. It's Anang, the youth keeper, that's on the bench. Soufal, Alvarez, Agerd, Coventry, Casey, Mubama, Marshall, and Chester. So barring Soufal, Alvarez, and Agerd, all of those players on the bench are youth team players. So hopefully, if we're in a comfortable position on the 60 or the 70th minute, Moyes can turn to the likes of Coventry and Mubama and Marshall and Chester's on that bench, chuck them on, get them a few minutes to help them as well. Because look, that's what it's all about here. We're playing a League One side, and listen, let's not get complacent at all. We're playing a League One side. They've had a decent start to this campaign. They're currently sat mid-table in League One, and yes, we should be winning this game. There's no doubt about it. We should be winning both of our games this week against Sheffield United and against Lincoln. And yes, Moyes has heavily rested. He's heavily changed that side, but let's not beat around the bush. There's still some quality in that side, you know. Ogbonna is very good. You know, all those players are very good. Fabianski was our starting goalkeeper last year in the Premier League. Kera played a few games in the Premier League last year. Mavropanos, obviously a new face. Ogbonna's a trusted veteran. Obviously not a very good game for him last week in Europe. But Souček, you know, Kudus, he looks good. Fornals, you know, all these players are established. It's not like he's gone out and put a whole side of youth players. We're still comfortably favourites for this game by putting out our B team, and it is our B team. And I think it does on paper it commends how good our squad depth is, but then we saw on last Thursday that those players didn't perform, and last week those players looked like a set of players that hadn't played with each other. It's similar this week, so hopefully they've bonded, well, not bonded, but they've got a bit more experience with each other, because in that first half, especially last week, we did look a little bit flustered of what to do. So hopefully these players, who are the B team, this is the B team pretty much, barring one or two, you could argue. Hopefully they're going to improve, and we should be winning this football match. That's it. Right then, let's take some of your comments. Flipping out, I'm going to scroll up and see what you guys are saying. Pete, thank you very much indeed for joining us. TJ Legend as well. I hope everybody is keeping well. Sharky, how are you? Wally, have you well? Evening, Jake. I'll be flying blind tonight. If that's in reference to me being on my own, yes, I'm here on my own. I thought I'd give my panel of guests a night off tonight, and just go. See, Pete's got a coffee. Very nice, very nice. There is no link tonight, Matt. There's nothing at all. BBC Radio 5 Live for a bit of radio commentary. That is it. That is it. Shark says Lincoln City are showing the game on their website, because is it? I did not know that. I might have a little look at that then. Lincoln City Football Club. Sharky, thank you very much for that. I will have a little gander, because literally everybody all day has said on Twitter that there is no stream for the game. So I will have a look at that once I have come off of the show. So maybe what I've said is complete balls. Maybe you can watch the game. Who knows? Who knows? Pete, he says, with that team, I'm thinking we're going to go for a good scoreline and use the kids for about 70 minutes. That would be my expectation, yeah. Hopefully get a couple of goals in front, and then he can chuck on some of the youth players with 20 or 25 minutes to go. Let's hope so. That would be a perfect scenario for David Moyes tonight, I think. Lawrence, hope you well. Strikers happy with the lineup? Yeah. Listen, I start me bam over rings, but that's just me. And apart from that, I probably wouldn't change too much else. The fourth round draw is after the match. It certainly is. Ball number 4 is Manchester United, so that one will come out first, and then ball number 14, which is either Lincoln or West Ham, will come out after. Wally says, apparently I'm not watching, as I hear it's not on anywhere. That's what I heard. I don't know. I will have a little gander after I finish this. But overall, I have got the Lincoln lineup. If any of you are at all interested, we'll bring that up onto the screen as well. Jensen, Sorensen, Mitchell, O'Connor, Rugahan, Burrows, some names here. Why did I bother doing this? Arahan, Hamilton, Hackett. That's not the referee, is it? Smith, and oh my God, Adelakun. And the subs are Wright, Brown, Jackson, Bishop, Duffy, Ayoma, and Makama. None of us have a clue who any of those are, but I've done that just for your goodwill. And yeah, look, they're a side that are going to be up for this game. They've put a good account of themselves up against some, Premier League and Championship opponents in the last couple of years in this competition. And listen, we've had some upsets so far, even in this round. Exeter City, who are just above, I think, Lincoln in the League One table. Yeah, they are. So Exeter are 6th. So there's only 4 points difference in the league between Exeter, who knocked out Premier League Luton last night at home. So listen, a banana skin, definitely, and I hope that our B team has got it in them to swerve the banana skin and get out of it coolly, calmly, collectively, and without any real fuss, because that's what the doctor orders in these games. It's a game that nobody really wants. It's a game that is an inconvenience. Pep Guardiola, who is a manager who's very well known for not complaining about things, has even come out this week, and I've just seen their lineup, and that's very very weak for a Man City starting lineup. It's a game that nobody particularly wants, especially sides who are in European football. You've got added extra fixture congestion as well, and we just need to get out of it with the win, get through to the next round, because all of a sudden then 4th, 5th round, we're then looking at a decent cup run, and we haven't gone far in the League Cup for a few years. I think we lost to Spurs in the quarterfinals a couple of years ago, but it'd be nice to sort of get there and surpass that again. And of course, Europe and the Premier League is the priority. It is for any side who's got those, who's got that sort of scheduling and fixture congestion with European football. But of course, if we win and we get a lucky draw maybe, and we get a weaker side in the next round, all of a sudden you find yourself in the 5th or 6th quarterfinal rounds, and then you've got a good cup run going. So It's a game that nobody's particularly, look, of course we're fussed about it. I'm going to be fuming if we lose to Lincoln City, for God's sake. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not the most important game we have this week. You know, I'm much more looking forward to Sheffield United on Saturday. Well, because we're going as well, which is more exciting. But just overall, that is more important. But Moyes has reflected that in his starting lineup, and he's rested the players, most of the players that are going to start on Saturday. You know, I think Moyes has been wiser, because if I list what I expect to be the starting lineup on Saturday, Areola's not there. Not Creswell. What am I on about? Sufat, all right, he's on the bench. I'm messing this up. Agurd, he's on the bench. Zuma, not there at all. So there's the midfield, Alvarez, Paqueta, all of those players are not even involved there. So Alvarez is on the bench, my apologies. But Antonio's not there at all. Bowen's not there at all. So that's got to be positive, giving them a break, because it is quite heavy. And, going into what is a heavily congested fixture schedule, and then a couple of international breaks, all of a sudden then we're around the festive period where we play about 15 games in about 10 days. So it helps when Moyes, who hasn't had this luxury in the past, Moyes hasn't had the luxury to sort of go out there and rest the players. He's had no option but to start his starting lineup in every game in the last couple of years. But there's now a luxury where he's had the capabilities to build a squad there where he can leave players at home quite easily and fill a bench. Yes, there's some youth players there, but they're still decent players. And I think that's a positive. And hopefully with what we 20 minutes away from kickoff, we can just get the job done tonight. Enough said, and not really worry about it too much. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Short and sweet tonight, because I am on my own. My score prediction is, I've got to think about that now. Usually I got to go to a guess, so I have some time to think about it. 2-0 West Ham, I think. Cool, calm, collective. Maybe a goal for Kudus, and hopefully Danny Ings can get himself on the score sheet. All I want to see is no drama, no big mistakes, and some minutes for those youth players towards the back end of the game. I think that is probably what all of us want, and probably what Moyes is hoping for in the back of his mind as well. 2-0 West Ham, Kudus, Ings, through to the fourth round. Man United away in the fourth round draw. And that's going to be what our Wednesday evening is. Let's hope so. 3-1 Hammers, 2-0, 5-0. Peter's confident for tonight. I like that. I like that a lot. TJ Legend, 3-0. Very good, very good. Another Jake. Nice name, mate. Good evening, Jake, from Portsmouth. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Yeah, all good, all good. So yeah, come on, you Irons. Thank you very much. It's not season defining this game, but of course we still want to win the football match. Let's get some minutes for these players that are new to the team. Mavropanos, Kudus. Let's get them more familiarised with the surroundings. A confidence booster for everyone involved. And let's move on to Saturday. Come on, you Irons, and we'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much. I'm going to drink the rest of my hot chocolate, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.